All right, hey everyone, Joe Rare here. Welcome to winter in Montana. If you missed me last year, here we are. This is what I love to do. I'm out snowmobiling today, leaving my team to run the show, leaving my team to find solutions to their failures as they make mistakes, allowing them to grow on their own. It really is remarkable what you can accomplish if you step away from your business and let people actually go make mistakes and find their own solutions. Now listen, I wanted to make this video because it's something that's kind of been on my mind. It's been on my heart for quite a while. I really messed up in 2022 when it comes to staff. And now here I am, I'm supposed to be like the guy who's decent with staffing. And one of the things that I know I am not the best at is managing culture within our company, right? I hire people to do that because I like to be a little more absentee, right? This is where I'd rather spend my time. And so with that, I try to hire people who are really good at building culture, who are really good at managing other people, who are good at managing their growth path for their career. Now, so where I messed up in 2022 really had to do with team members' growth path. And I believe, well, I know for a fact, I hung on to a few team members too long. And what I mean by hung on to them is that they outgrew the opportunity that I could provide for them. And so I'll give you a couple examples. So in one of the areas of the company, I wanted to move somebody from the role that they were unbelievable at. They were the best at that I have ever seen anywhere. They were amazing. And because I felt like they had so much more capacity, I was attempting to try and move them towards a bigger role within the company. And I wanted them to take on and have a much larger role. The problem was the way I went about it, I didn't realize that person isn't right for that role at the higher level, right? They were amazing over here. So here I am, I want this A player. I want them to grow. I want to be able to provide them more. I want to be able to make them have more in their life and in all those things. And I messed up because they were amazing over here. And I should have let them grow and continue to prosper and train and figure out something else to do with them over here in this role where they were absolutely incredible. What ended up happening? The person needed to leave, right? Because I couldn't provide them enough opportunity. Not that I couldn't, I didn't recognize that it was necessary. So that was a major fail point in 2022 for me. And that happened just a few months ago. And so a message I would say to everybody is that your company is not right to hold everybody forever. When you have amazing A players in your business, one of the worst things you want is for them to leave, right? You never want them to leave. You want them to stay with you. You love them, you care for them because they're so important in the business. How could you want them to go? And the challenge is that realizing that at some point, you just have to allow somebody to go move on and do something bigger and better for themselves. That is really something that I learned. I held somebody back a little too long. Actually, probably a lot too long. I don't know, but held somebody back too long. And unfortunately, it ended up with me not only not having them in the higher role that I wanted them to in, they didn't even stay in the role that they were in. And we had to replace that and rebuild, and it was just a huge lesson that I had to learn. Happened a couple other times with some other people that I was hoping that they would take on a different role in the company, and I wanted to move them up, and again, not really the right fit. Maybe it wasn't enough direction on my team's part to create that. There's a million things that it could have been, but at the end of the day, what was it? They needed to move on. They needed to grow. Their capacity was bigger than what my company could offer them. And so for everybody who has ever experienced this, I applaud you for moving through it and getting through it. And it's just a lesson that I really took to heart this year. And I want to be more mindful of where my team needs to be on an individual level. Where do they need to go? Right? Do they want to be with us for a period of time and then do they want to grow and do their own thing? I need to learn to be okay with that. But again, you get awesome A players, you really don't want them to go. So it's tough to say, hey, yeah, come on in, let's build you up and then allow you to go do your own thing. But I do need to be responsible and I do need to really do a better job of caring for the longevity and the long-term path of every single team member that we have. So that was a huge mess up on my part in 2022. It bit me in the ass pretty good. We've rebounded really well, thank God. But what it's done is it's put me in this mindset of in a place where I'm really respectful of the path that each team member is looking to follow in their life. So I hope that helps somebody out there, and have a great day. See you guys.